Now, we were talking
about
so many texts earlier this morning because we were talking about the Oscars and this video of Will Smith and Chris Rock.
A lot of people are saying to me, look staged. So I think whenever you see the slap and the joke bit, it looks staged. It's Will Smith's response after it is definitely not staged.
Not staged. So, and lots of people, in case you don't know that, Will Smith went. Chris Rock did a joke about Jada Pinkett-Smith, who suffers from alopecia, and about being in the new film, in the new remake of
G.I.
Jane 2. And there you see Jada Pinkett-Smith there rolling her eyes to heaven, and then
obviously you could see Will Smith kind of did a kind of a laugh, and then kind of obviously he knows what's going on at home and how difficult it is.
If you haven't seen it, there it is. That's the reaction.
And it's also the
reaction
from Will Smith when he's sitting down. You can hear some of it there.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to.
There we
So
go.
you can see the emotion in his face, but a lot of people as well are getting in touch to say whatever about somebody saying something about your wife or your partner or somebody, a loved one, to go violence is not the way to do it.
And James Bray says to slap Chris Rock for a joke and then talk about being, because then in his acceptance speech he did win Best Actor then, and he called himself a vessel of love.
Yeah,
Contradiction here.
hypocrisy.
You're slapping somebody an hour earlier and then you're calling yourself a vessel of love. And he said it's the type of hypocrisy that led me to move to Ireland. Well, there you go.
Alan in Cork as well, he got in touch. He says, look, it's a pity it was done live on television, the damage control that he'll have to do now. And Terry Prone addressed that earlier.
Amazing.
You know, she felt that it's not really a case for damage control. We're not in the crisis management category, was Terry's view on it.
I love this one from Lisa in Donegal, though. She says, I suffer from alopecia quite bad the last 2 years. It's really very distressing. I would love to have a Will Smith in my life to defend me, as people's reactions to hair loss is very distressing to people who suffer from it.
Absolutely.
And this is the other big thing, that how far would you go for your partner if somebody was to insult your wife in front of an audience on live television? Do you not think
you say is violent, is going up and punching someone in the answer?
It's not.
But it's like
what do you do? Mike in Wexford says, sorry guys, Will Smith is 100% right. That other guy was ignorant, to say the least. How would you like it if your partner who had a genuine problem was slagged off like that?
Because he was slagged, like it's well known that she suffers from alopecia.
Yeah.
And that was what the whole thing was, because she was bald at the ceremony.
You know, but it took it a bit far.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think there's any question about that. Yeah, absolutely. Amanda raises a really interesting point, though. She says, like, would a female comedian get the same treatment
no.
if this had happened? I'm
Instead of Chris Rock.
Yeah, you know.
So she made a joke about Jada's hair.
Yeah, would the same instance have happened? Would the same incident have happened? You'd have to.
If Will Smith had gone up and hit a woman like that, he literally would have been like, it wouldn't. He would have been taken out of the ceremony. John says, I'm disgusted with Will Smith. The man is supposed to be a role model, and he let himself down big time. He could have easily taken Chris Rock aside after the ceremony and had words with him, but his action was nothing short of thuggery. Chris Rock is like Ricky Gervais. They're comedians and they lampoon celebs all the time. The celebs should be able to take it. Will Smith should be made hand back his Oscar due to his behaviour. Now, he did say he was sorry in his acceptance speech for King Richard.
He did apologise.
And you know what, in fairness, it overshadows, because he's brilliant in King Richard. He really is.
Well, this is the thing. Like, this year's Oscars are going to be after the whole, you know, first in person since COVID, and this is the dominating feature.
Well, sure, it's brilliant for the Oscars. They're delighted. Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, but the people watch it last night, though, so it's no good. They'll watch the highlights maybe tonight, but then that won't be included in the highlights.
Listen, we just don't know what's going on behind the scenes with his wife. Do you know what I mean? Like, of course, whenever you saw her reaction to Chris Rock's joke, it didn't sit well with her.
No, it didn't,
and listen, it could be something that's really raw, and we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and Will Smith took it to a new level.